No,
Oh,
Dogakobo
God.
are just so good at what they do, they might as well be giving insulin shots with everything they
Yuki,
make
best
now.
girl.
It's not because of the little sister character.
Nah, it is though. Yuki's the girl, bro.
You nasty.
Talk about such a man behind the camera director here with another GAGGED reaction. Summer Anime 2024. The summer season's been hot on fire. Fuego! It's been cooking up, grilling up. You got the wieners, you got the burgers, you got the cheese, you got the heroines, you got the Russians, you got the alias, you got the sisters. Boy, there's a whole lot of sister-con loving stuff going on this season. I don't know what planet I got Isekai to, where all of a sudden your little sister or your older sister or your stepsister is all of a sudden looking real fine. But I will tell you this, there's one thing I've learned from the hub, the American way is that stepsis. And I don't know how it got all the way over there to good old Japan, but here the hell we are. What a good season it's been so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Not watching as many shows as we usually watch from the current season, but I also hear that the streets wasn't really feeling a lot of stuff this summer. I feel like reaction-wise, listen to me carefully, reaction-wise, the number of shows coming out haven't been that high where people are asking and wanting those reactions. And shout out to the unnamed, undisputed, the weirdest show that come out this summer, Shokonoko Nokotan. I don't know where this show came from. I don't know what kind of illicit drugs this author was on when they decided to make this show. I don't know, or manga. And then whoever greenlit the anime, you, sir, I don't know if there's a raise or you should put burned at the stake, but considering it's summertime right now, I guess we don't really have to burn you at the stake. We just put you outside on a Texas sidewalk and let you fry that way. I digress. It's been a good summer, a lot of shawties, a lot of interesting shows. What I will say about this summer lineup so far is I can appreciate how non-meta a lot of the shows have been. I'm thoroughly enjoying the slight differences in all the shows. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better of a buffet rather than shonen, scene, shonen, isekai. So I'm excited for that, on that aspect. Very excited on that aspect. But that being said, you already know why we're here. We came to see what GAGGED thinks and what he's enjoying, what he's watching, and also to see the in-betweens that I haven't seen, I'm not watching, and I don't know even exist. Comment down below what's your favorite show so far this summer, what show surprised you the most, and who's the best girl of the summer so far. Right now, the wild dark horse, it's one of two, right? Hear me out, it's one of two. It is either the sleepy girl from Too Many Losing Heroines, right? Lemon from Too Many Losing Heroines, or the dark horse, the real dark horse, Yuki-san. I know. Listen, I was making fun of the sister cons a second ago, but she's not my sister. She's not my sister. And on top of that, I just think her personality is dope. She's hilarious. She's a troll, just like me. She got her little chunny boyo stuff that she does. Honestly, it's a real dope character. And then the complex dynamics between her, her family, and her brother is real interesting to me because it's one of those times where it's like, she does love her brother only as a brother, but she is not afraid to troll him and make it seem weird. And there's something about that, there's something in that that's like, you're just cool, man. You're just cool as hell. Damn, and that I can appreciate. So go ahead, comment down below the stuff I said. We're about to hop into this one. Best girl! Within seconds.
Your cute little sister is waking you up with love and
What are you doing?
Can you just tell your sister to...
Are you exhausted?
Oh my God.
Saying at the beginning of every one of these videos how many new high-profile shows are coming out? Well,
Oshinoko and Will. Damn, I can't believe.
Romance anime, including Sussy Sisters. Romance
Sussy
anime
Sisters.
with Sussy Sisters.
Oh,
and my
God.
editor doing the trademark scroll of the seasonal charts. Okay, we're scrolling.
Hell yeah.
We're still scrolling. Oh, look at this scrolling. Is that some Sussy Sisters I see? So
Oh,
I'm not going to take up
God.
your time. You know the drill by now. It's a summer anime video, so enough waiting. Let's just bloody jump right into it.
Man, I already cheer for you. Wait, what? No way that's real.
Any second now. She's dead, isn't she?
Oh, I skipped out on a lot of things, bro. I was talking about shouties the whole time. I forgot about the homie Will.
Guys, I'm sure
I forgot about the
you
homie
guessing
Hojo
you
clan.
like watching anime.
What?
Yes.
How did you know?
栄えある魔法学院では何が最も尊ばれるのでしょう。
Gamers.
当然
Gamers.
魔法の才能。
Fuck.
Okay. So, familiar. Short, muscular boy donning a black cloak who can't use magic in a world dominated by magic enters a magic academy aiming to be the top magic person in this magic world. Gets ridiculed, but is actually super strong, taking down everything with his brute strength and big sword. Hold up.
It's Asta Mashal.
I would start filing the DMCA claim myself. It goes so goddamn hard.
Yeah, it does.
This is Wistoria, an anime coming from the director of Black Clover, could you tell? And the writer of Danmachi, could you tell?
And the character designer of Cross Age.
Could you tell? It's a premise we've seen before, following a formula that's oh so familiar, but presented in a shiny new package that looks absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it
Episode 1
does.
hits you with this heart-pounding, jaw-dropping action scene, with the director seemingly taking all the lessons learned
boy.
from working on Black Clover and refining it to the highest degree, then continues to deliver in the very next episode. On a visual standpoint, we're starting the season off with a bang, because I don't know if any other show's gonna look as good as this. Okay, guys, I gotta get serious for a
Okay.
bit.
Wistoria, absolute heat. Will, the reason it's heat, I understand now. See, people were telling me it's about a guy who wrote, it was like the guy who wrote Black Clover and Daimachi, but I understand what happened. It's the guy who wrote Daimachi and the guy who directed Black Clover. They got together, had a magical baby and called it Will. And this show is banging. I hope it finishes off as strongly as it started. That it looks amazing, and what they really do well that I think a lot of people are underestimating, the storytelling is amazing. The way they're able to really convey a character's feelings without dragging it on for too long. Like even in the last episode with Sion, I don't want to spoil here, so skip. Even in the last episode with Sion, they got their point across without making me feel like we needed 5 episodes to do it, and it was beautiful. Absolutely wonderful.
Now, I know you can see
Oh,
the title of
God.
this
Oh,
show,
God.
and I'm very aware of what kind of taste you think I have, but just listen to me when I say with zero irony that this show is legit. No, guys, hear
This
me out. It
guy.
isn't a meme. I'm being serious this time. It isn't what you think. Just give me a chance.
Domestic girlfriend. Sorry, I got too excited. I just started watching
The
it.
next trash-filled dumpster fire being the spiritual successor
Oh
of Domestic
my
Girlfriend.
God.
But this somehow is a 100% serious, thought-provoking, somber drama with no cliches, fan service, pandering, or anything you'd
Really?
expect from a romance story between step-siblings. I know you're thinking, step-sibling
Pegasus.
romance without the spice? That's about as useful as fapping to get pregnant. But honestly, this looks like... Okay, you probably weren't thinking that. But this honestly
I
looks
wasn't,
like
but
they are trying to tell
I'm
a grounded
listening.
story about two people later in their lives meeting in awkward circumstances and the realistic drama that would surround it. It's beautifully
Okay.
shot, atmospheric, taking its time with songs that speak right to the heart. This shit is the Dune 2 of incest. This is
Oh, God.
ironically a really
2 of
promising looking
incest.
drama, and I swear to God, it's not because it has a sister in it.
Yeah?
Alright, what's next?
Ohio, my little John.
Okay, guys. Listen to me when I say with zero irony. Out there sometimes in Russian. This anime's appeal is pretty simple to understand, you know? It's one of those cute little romance anime I'm comfortably watching on the living room sofa. Looks pretty wholesome and innocent, then my dad walks in, sees this shit plastered on screen and goes, "Gone!" Scooch over, son. Let your dad watch too. This girl flirts with the guy, but the catch is she
I
does the
believe it.
flirting in Russian. But wait, the twist is he secretly understands her because he also knows Russian for some inexplicable reason.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I never counted. I am not really a math guy.
I'm just waiting for the episode where he reveals that he understood her the entire time. And
Oh,
the
that's
episode
gonna
title
blow
is
her
just
mind.
Clueless Japanese guy surprises foreign girl with perfect Russian. Normally I've got to
Oh
time
my
these kind of shows
God.
now, but I think I'm gonna give this one a
Nah,
chance.
this role
And you
is
might be
epic.
wondering why.
妹のファーストパイタチューバちゃん。
No,
Oh,
Tokukobo
God.
are just so good at what they do, they might as well be giving insulin shots with everything they
Yuki
make
best
now.
girl.
実の兄弟だからいいんじゃねえか。
It's not because of the little sister character.
Nah, it is though. Yuki's the grove, bro. It's okay this time, Grant.
Sequels, but there are still a few. Tower of God is back. My Hero Academia is still airing, along with more Shy Hero
Mid-hero.
Academia starring Bocce the
Shy
Rocket.
Hero?
More
What?
Near a Tomato. Hopefully the hype for this season.
Whoa,
remains
Near
as
is
it
back?
production issues. Fairy Tale 100-year quest.
Didn't know that.
Who's asking for more Fairy Tale?
100-year quest?
私の大切な仲間なんですこれに免じ
Whoa,
You know, like, we
ew.
may have been a bit too harsh on Fairy Tale.
Honestly.
Japan had it rough.
No, hey, whoa. Listen, Fairy Tale, I wasn't familiar with your game. I mean, granted, you know, I think I saw like the first 20 episodes like 10 years ago. It's come a long way, I see. Yeah.
これに免じ
Nah, I want
You
the
know, I
smack.
think we may have-
Nah, I want the smack. Nah, give me the smack.
More Fairy Tale in 2024.
私の大切な仲間なんですこれに免じ
You know, I think we may have been a bit too harsh. on Fairy Tale.
I regret
Every
nothing.
anime has its positive points. Monogatari's back to show all these modern anime how it's
Monogatari?
done. See, unlike all the other anime this season, Monogatari has historically depicted a more normal sibling relationship. All right, grab the kid. Grab, go, grab. Come on, you got it.
Okay.
It's a kid. Go, guys. I got him.
That damn hold you, boy!
Fuck, you got him, my
There
own.
was a misinput. Calm down. You calm the fuck down.
Cloverworks continue to prove that whether or not they mess up an adaptation, at the very least,
Nah,
everything they
Cloverworks
touch
is
looks
goated, bro.
absolutely godlike. I thought Wisteria would far and beyond be the best looking anime this summer, but the sheer creativity in some of these storyboards,
No,
the
it
amazing
really
direction,
is.
casual art style switch up, and the pure animation eye candy might just put it a step above. Having said that, I'm a bit confused as to what kind of tone we're going for here. Some dude gets
Oh
diced
my
up to a
God.
pile of bloody cubes, a whole village is massacred, a fucking kid gets beheaded. It has some of the most
Yeah.
grueling, gruesome imagery you can
It
find in the
really
season,
does.
and it hits you with a
He's a Joestar.
This is like a shonen anime taking place during the Red Wedding, but credit to Cloverworks for being able to get
Yes.
this much attention worldwide. This is meant to be set during a real historical time period in Japan, and it's stuff like this that can get an international audience interested in your history. I wonder what the Japanese audience thinks of this.
Oh my
That's
God.
enough history
Oh
lesson
my
for
God.
today. All right.
I saw that tweet in real time before I knew what the show was. And I didn't realize how disgusted I was supposed to be when I had seen it. Also, side note, I made a mistake. I said Willow Wisteria was the best looking show of the season. I was wrong. It's Elusive Samurai. And it's not even close. Look, you just have to watch it. The art pieces, the detail they put into the faces, it's amazing. I have, like, if you don't have appreciation for true art and drawing and animatory skills, you won't get it. But, like, honestly, I feel like Elusive Samurai, good story, awesome voice acting, but I could just watch it on mute just for the drawings and the animation, without a doubt. Absolutely amazing stuff.
We've got to switch things up. Osamu Dazai has one of the most tragic stories in Japanese history. As one of Japan's most famous novelists, Dazai experienced the darkness few humans have ever encountered,
God.
leading him to attempt to take his life not once, twice, but 4 times, to which fate denied him and forced him to continue living his torturous life. Eventually, he would
I don't know how
put
to
his
feel about
broken
that.
soul into the novel, No Longer Human, one of the most harrowing pieces of media to ever be created, before he would eventually be able to successfully take his own life, finally fulfilling his wish of being left alone and finally given the grace of death. Anyway, here he is in a wacky isekai. Yep, we got a silly comedy about a depressed author who wants to off himself in another world, chomping pills like it's a mukbang video and charming goddesses with his suicide riz. God, that line made me want to Osamu Dazai myself. This isn't the first time anime has taken creative liberties with their historical figures, but it does make you wonder, is there anything they won't put in an isekai? Yep. Don't adjust your screens, this is really happening.
Oh
When I
my
first saw
God.
this get announced, I had to double check that the date wasn't April 1st. This is an idea you'd expect from some wild fan fiction, but I think Warner Brothers realized all they needed to do was to give us anime Harley Quinn, then look us weebs dead in the eye and go,
I knew you would come.
all in all, this seems like just a fun, don't take too seriously type of show, giving us exactly what we'd expect. The Suicide Squad having a romp in an isekai fantasy world, but I'm not sure if I was expecting a bit more coming from the writer of Re:Zero and animated by Studio Wit, a studio that has historically put out banger after banger, because I'm not sure if there's anything else taking their focus.
Okay, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched Suicide Squad Isekai myself. I did watch Scamboli's video, and I gotta be honest with you, I feel like gigguk's being very generous and very nice about the things he had to say about Suicide Squad Isekai. Now, maybe he didn't watch it. Maybe he only watched the first 2 episodes, but I ain't gonna lie. From Scamboli's video and what I saw, and from what I understood from the plot, I had seen enough to be like, get that shit off my screen. I could be wrong. Let me know. Comment down below. Did you watch Suicide Squad Isekai? Should I watch it for myself before I make a decision? Or does it look exactly as bad as everything I've seen makes it look, and the plot looks as lame as I think it does? I'm open to being wrong, but I feel like on this one, trash. My dear friend, look at time.
The actual
Which studio did this too?
Hello, my dear
that makes
friends.
sense.
Today I want to do a class presentation about everyone's favorite animal, deers. Here are some fun deer facts. They can run up to 30 miles per hour. All male deers grow antlers. They have an avid aversion towards anyone named Connor. Deers are actually majestic creatures. Let's have a look at some of these magnificent animals in action.
Just like me, for real.
Deers can be found across the world, including countries like England, Japan, America, Politer America, the
Politer
North Pole,
America.
and of course,
North Pole.
Narnia. There are over 40 species of deer, such as the
my
red
God.
deer, the reindeer, the dead deer, the
Oh!
Australian jump deer, or as the locals call it, jumpos. And of course, Deer the Rock Johnson. Here's a fun deer
Stop.
joke. What do you call a deer with no eyes? Blind. That concludes today's presentation.
Yo, get him
We'll
out of
learn a
here.
little bit more
Get
about
him out of
deers
here.
today, because I have no idea what the fuck this show is about.
Oh my God, me either.
This is a fantasy action about a man who parries everything. He parries swords, he parries a staff, he parries a goddamn cow.
ありがとうございま
What?
す。おかげで助かりました。よろしければお名前を。
いや、名乗るほどのものじゃない。
Huh? He paired the intro. Huh? Ah! He paired the virginity.
Made for you Sekiro fans out there. An anime tailor-made for you
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
fans out there, and it's nice to see a protagonist who doesn't look like the same beta soy boy for once. I just
Oh,
want to see how far
God.
they can take this concept. Can he parry a gun? Can he parry a nuke? Can he parry my
Gun.
invasive thoughts? Oh,
Aw.
you can parry everything, huh? Well,
That made me
parry this.
sad.
You're a talentless hack who'll never achieve anything in life, and you're old.
Ouch. Why are you talking to me like
I
that?
had sexual relations with your mother.
The parry of death.
Elsewhere in fantasy, plus size
Elf!
do all
Thickest
the good
bitches in the
dumbbell
world.
show has done for Weeb for
Woo!
the series, giving us some American representation in the only way anime knows how. That's right. Blonde girls. If you're a fan of cake, I don't think you're
Oh
ready,
my
because
lord.
respectfully, this anime doesn't have cake. It's the entire fucking baking
It's
industry.
the whole
We got
fucking
Oni, we
bakery.
got Dark Elves, we got Marcel
Dark Elf,
after
best
season
girl.
3 of Dungeon Meshi.
Ha!
Your frame is your pick if you want some dumb, edgy fun. This one was a niche concept, but I actually enjoyed
Failure
it. You have a
frame.
girl who is basically engineering her own magic tools in a fantasy backdrop, and I was honestly impressed. You truly do feel like you're in a made-up fantasy world because they actually made engineering look fun. We're gonna play some power fantasy that is no different from your generic OP main character in a fantasy world, except
Movie
this time
adventure.
the
I've heard
protagonist
this
is
one.
in his 30s, and I feel offended
just
that
like me
this
for
is a
real.
representation they think 30-year-olds want. You want to give us a power fantasy? Give us
Yo.
a mildly exciting new kitchen appliance. The ability
Ooh,
to
a
stay up past
Baconator?
2 a.m. Hell, wake me up when there's a protagonist who doesn't get a life-altering injury because he slept funny one night. First, there was anime. Then came fictional idols
Oh
in
my
anime
God.
avatars. Then came real-life idols in anime avatars. Now,
That's anime
I present to
avatars?
you fictional anime about fictional idols playing real-life idols in anime avatars.
What? Oh, this show.
For the first time, anime has actually given us a VTuber anime that accurately depicts the culture and content to the point where even I was surprised. Real-looking live 2D models using OBS as a streaming software.
Oh,
They play
wow.
actual stream games like Getting Over It and of
Oh,
course go
God.
live on OurTube? Anime has been screaming
YouTube.
for a true-to-life depiction of VTubers, but I gotta wonder how accurate it is to have a drunk VTuber who just shouts obscenity on street. Huh?
I like to
You know, for once we have a season not dominated by
That's
isekai
it?
or fantasy, because romance seems to be going through a bloody second renaissance this summer. Senpai's and Otokonoko is a cute little romance where a girl
Senpai is a what?
confesses to a female crush only to find out that they're actually a boy.
つまり男バージョンの先輩と
What?
女バージョンの先輩を楽しめるってことですか
Oh,
This
girl,
is just Astolfo
you're
fans coming to terms
so
with their
horny.
sexuality. My wife has no emotions, aka man gets dumped and immediately goes to fuck his toaster. I get that this is supposed to be a cute and innocent little series about a guy falling for his robot housewife appliance, but dude, seeing this guy awkwardly attempt
God.
to chat up his toaster gave me shades of the same energy as watching a grown-up Kazuya from Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Bro is being a certified smegma male. Another
What?
sister romance anime? Wait, no, false alarm.
Nah, hold
it's just a
on.
romance.
Time out. Look, I think just the other day, I was talking to stream, and I was like, look, why is it that this shawty's gonna have all these toys, and I get one body pillow waifu with a goddamn settings with the goddamn auto lube, and I'm a weirdo? And then they went and made an anime about it. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna do it per se. I wouldn't get one per se. I gotta let y'all go first, let y'all test it out, let y'all get, you know, kind of burnt, cooked, electrocuted first. And then like in 10 years when it's become refined, then maybe I'll look at getting one. But no. I can't believe there's an anime about it already. I'm kind of disturbed, but
With two girls who are sisters. Look at that anime, no Sweet Home Alabama this time. This one actually has the most accurate sibling relationship
Oh,
because
word?
it's about two twin sisters taking it turns going, Mom says it's my turn on the Xbox. But you know, instead of playing Call of Duty, they're playing Halo Reach for My Peach with their childhood friend.
Wait, what?
Two-player co-op. I would have picked Call of Duty. Enough of your harem anime. We have a girl
I
who
kinda wanna
is
see
the
that.
harem. She can be a tsundere, kudere, dandere, little sister.
What?
Yeah, add that one to the list. Introducing anime's
Pseudo-harem?
very first
I think I heard that
Omni Day.
one.
This is just the girlfriend version of those knockoff game cartridges that promise 100 games in one. I was wondering where harem anime could go after one man finding 100 girlfriends. Who
Freaking
knew
God.
the next step was just 100 girlfriends in one? Wait a minute.
Oh,
This
wait.
is just weaponized schizophrenia. The
Yes.
proper etiquette when conversing
I was about to
with
say.
girls. A guide by 2.5D Seduction.
行かないで先輩せっかくこんな近くに
He parried her?
にしてしまうとは
Wait, you're telling me a 2D obsessed, unsociable, hentai addicted weeb starts an anime club by himself, and the
What?
only person who joins is a cute, attractive girl whose only interest is cosplaying his favorite character,
What?
right before a hot superstar model transfers over, who's actually his childhood friend that's had a crush on him for years, and all they want to do is get him to take pictures of them cosplaying as hot, cultured anime characters?
I want to see this one!
Motherfuckers tell me isekai is the power fantasy genre. From the creator
No!
of Kyoko, we got another
No, I hear you!
detective series
No, now that is actually a power fantasy isekai. Because what the fuck? I need to see that. What's it called? 2.5D, the seduction? Listen, if you're watching this and you're on YBR's channel and his Patreon, make sure you suggest this for the Sunday watchings. If there's an uncensored version, of course. If it's not uncensored, don't worry about it. I'm just saying, hypothetically, allegedly, I definitely want to see this, but I'm not going to bring it up or remember because I have the memory of a cat. But I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's certainly a treat for the eyes. It might not be Kyoto animation, but this still looks bloody beautiful. The background, the atmosphere, the directing. This looks gorgeous. Wait a minute. Oh, they're not siblings! We're finally safe! Story. There are no high-stakes mysteries to solve, no
become
murder to
ordinary.
uncover. It's about solving the little mysteries you find in everyday life. They have a full 10-minute Sherlock Holmes breakdown about how this guy makes his hot chocolates. This is like if Makoto Shinkai adapted a Reddit thread from r/mildly interesting, but
Oh,
somehow it keeps
God.
you engaged all the way through. It's about getting you invested in something inconsequential, finding something interesting in the mundane, and
Aki?
it really shows how these people really need to find a fucking hobby as soon as possible.
No, I'm saying.
You'd be in an isekai then, mate. This season has been no holds bar
Lovin-chan.
romance, but even with all the choice on hands, there was still one that impressed me the most. Too Many Losing Heroines shows a guy accidentally witnessing a short, blue-haired anime girl getting last place in her own romance anime, like
all of them.
All of them. And through
Yeah,
that,
I just learned that trope.
before unwittingly becoming the center to a bunch of other girls who have all been the rem to their rivals Amelia, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. If romance anime were Evo, this shit is the losers bracket. This is one of those shows that's self-aware enough to poke fun at all the cliches that plague the romance genre, but doing it in a way that clearly celebrates everything that it's taken inspiration from. It gives you some great character writing, organic banter and jokes, but isn't shy about hitting you with these emotional scenes in between all that. Oh, and did I mention the production? This anime just seems to be teeming with passion. Just look at the ending. They had to experiment with new dollies and camera rigs, combining live action shots with real cell animation to get this cool aesthetic. All this effort for something 90% of you are probably going to skip anyway, but
I watched
how
it.
You know they give a shit. And it looks like the team have taken that same passion and
Best
put it in
girl.
the
I
wrestling
forgot
anime
Teacher's the
because
best girl.
It looks fantastic. Out of all the romance anime, this had the strongest premiere, and is one of the shows I'm going to be keeping a close eye on because it's just... Look, I don't know what is up with all the sisters.
I forgot about the sister in that one.
Life, this is not the reason I'm praising them. We just have a whole season where some of the most popular or beautifully crafted shows have this little sister in them who seems way too enthusiastic about their brother, okay? Look, there are other animes you could watch. I mean, what else is hot this season?
Oshinoko.
Nobody say a word.
Oh. Yo, the best opening of all time, without a doubt, is motherfucking Domestic Girlfriend. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. That was Summer Anime 2024 by GAGGED. Oh man, I told you. There's one thing I knew about this season. There was a lot of sister-loving shows, way more than I thought. I was only thinking of like 2 or 3. There was like 6 of these damn things. Shows that I'm glad he talked about. Plus Size Elf. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, Plus Size Elf is not the best show out there. But it's only 12 minutes and they got the thickest bitches in the goddamn season. I mean, everyone on that show is thick. Well, of course they're thick, director. It's called Plus Size Elf. Yes, motherfucker, but I couldn't imagine there's gonna be that fucking thick. He said they're the whole baking industry. It's if you put Betty Crocker, you put Lil Debbie in the same goddamn room, and you let those bitches just go to work. Oh my God, it's amazing. Other things I'm glad he talked about. Too Many Losing Heroines speaks for itself. Honestly, watch that show. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. I heard nothing about that show, but I feel like I need to see it. I need y'all comment down below. Is this show any good? Like actually good. Not just for the plot, but the plot. And you know which plot I'm referring to right now. Let me know, because I ain't gonna lie. We kind of have a slot, kind of don't have a slot for them Sundays. If we could fit it in, I might bring it up, but I'm only gonna bring it up if it's reaction worthy. If it's not reaction worthy and I should just watch it on my own time, hey, that's something I might have to do. Senpai is a Otokonoko. That shit threw me off. I was not ready for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. It actually looks like it could be promising. It could be hilarious. Cause like that's a trope that's not often seen or touched on. And I just want to know, what are they doing with that? I feel like it's one of those shows, like after 3 episodes, I don't know what you do. I could see episode 1 is like, oh my God, the reveal. Episode 2 is, how did we get here? Episode 3 is like, okay, you do a little slice of life. But then after that, like, what are we really doing with the show? What are we really doing with it? So I don't know. Elusive Samurai is the most beautiful show of the season. I was gonna give it to Willa Wistoria, or Wistoria, Willa Fire, whatever the hell the show's called. No. I lied. Although I think Wistoria will end up being a better show overall, visually, Elusive Samurai is stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like if Selma Hayek, J-Lo, and Serena Williams were all in a bathtub together. Drink the water, baby. It's gonna be good. My Hero, yeah. Nier coming back is interesting because, like Gigguk said, last season riddled with production issues. If it has a good season, I would hope maybe we spin the block on it, but it's gonna have to have like a really good season with no stoppage. But even that, we're still gonna be behind. Alia is amazing. Tower of God almost kind of lost me for a little bit. I don't like the new art style. I think that's a common complaint everybody has. I like the old art style. It was very original. I feel like so far this season, they're doing a massive amount of world building really fast. I do see where they're going, but I'm not sold on it as a good season quite yet. But because season 1, I enjoyed it so much because of that little hoe YALL, I'm gonna let it cook. What else was this season? Suicide Squad, I don't want to talk about it. My dear friend Nokotan, I'm glad gigguk said the same thing I said. What the fuck is this show even about? The gags can be funny. The gags are very hit or miss. Each individual character has their moments. The Bully Maguire dance was fire. But besides that, what the fuck are we doing with that show, bro? What the fuck? And I feel like everybody keeps telling me, just turn your brain off and enjoy it. Honestly, if I turn my brain off and try to enjoy it, I don't know if I get my brain started again. I don't know if I'm gonna kick that bitch back up. So no. The VTuber Legend, I heard 3 good things about it and then it died out. After the episode where she's like, oh my God, I'm totally gooning. Like, I haven't heard anybody say a single thing about it. So that's always the worry with the seasonal shows. I feel like some of them come out really strong in the first 2 or 3 episodes. And then after that, the streets just stop talking about it. Crickets. Freaking dust in the wind, like nobody. And because, you know, unfortunately, the truth is sometimes shows fall off. With that being said, we're gonna end this video here. Comment down below, what are you watching this season? What do you hate this season? Who do you think the best girl is? What did you think about the things that gigguk said about your favorite show? Because that's always an interesting one. Let me know in the comments, is 2.5D girls worth a watch? Is it worth a watch? Because I'm telling you, and don't go just tell me to watch it because y'all want me to watch it, or tell me to watch it and then we watch it and it's not slapping reaction wise. I need y'all to tell me who else is reacting to it and how that shit's doing on their channel. Because like, I gotta come with some data if we're gonna put it up, man. I gotta come with some data, so don't play with me. I'm your man behind the cam. As always, never forget, stay nasty, y'all. You wanna go around? Oh, right, I'm really fucking shaking, bro.